only are they two 3D objects that move, you also got it growing the whole time too. So is this like 7D, you know? But we're not in the fourth dimension. I guess the fourth dimension is the hooky pook. So 3D object that you can observe with your senses. See, that's science. Okay. And again, if you got the other thing going too, that's wonderful and stuff. We all have our beliefs. They don't have any place in anatomy, in science, in medicine. I not when it comes right down to it. Okay, let's see here. And if they do, then you better tell me what you're practicing on me, you know, to say, yeah, well, we're practicing this, but it's not purely based in science, you know, it's based on that other mystical stuff. Better tell me about it. Okay. So, anyway, if you weren't here for the first hour, you don't know what I'm talking about. so so about it basically about how a lot of barefoot trimming is based in uh, mystical uh, belief systems and not in actual true science and anatomy. So okay, hold on. Alrighty then. Well, see, so that'll be interesting. So Marilyn, uh, uh, obviously we need to look at some examples. Now, can we look at your horse's feet?
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to look at some more examples. And here, this will be cool because then you can go and apply this and we will see in real time how it's going to work.
Well, I have also quite a lot of examples, so I'm going to prepare some cases for that.
That'd,
And
that'd
I'm
be
going to,
great.
yeah, absolutely. So I'll do that. But
Okay.
the thing is, yeah, I think, I will prepare cases and then I will ask my questions. That would be the easiest way.
Okay. And what I'll do is I'll try and get a video of this thing, that looks like a hoof capsule. I'll try and get a video of what happens when you twist it, when you pull one side down. Well, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I just have it here in my hand. And like when I pull one side down, which represents the lateral heel being trimmed out, you can see how when you would turn it over, that side would look high. And then when I go ahead, like as if I was shortening the other heel, okay, and I pull it down to where it's now level with my other hand, it straightens a capsule right out. So it's
Are
showing
you
you
not able to
this.
go live to show us that,
Yeah,
like in a
let's see
live
what I
video?
can do. Hold on.
Thank you.
Let's see.
I'm sure the YouTube viewers will appreciate.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, where am I? See, I want to have that little thing like they do on Jeopardy, that little music, so that while I'm looking for something, I just play that. Da 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 da. Let's see. Okay, got the IV cam going. Okay. Okay. Stop share. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna pin this. Let's see. I got a mess going here, so don't mind my house. If it's gonna, did it get? Do you see it? It's supposed to be pinned. Just a minute here. Okay. Stop share. Oh, there we go. How's that? Can you see that?
We can see it. Yes, we can
Okay.
see it.
Okay. Okay. Just a minute here. Gosh dang. I don't understand. I must have broke this thing or something. Okay. Okay. So, it's this thing here. It's called the Hoof Wizard. And you know how people are always trying to come up with some new gimmick, right? This must not have gone over, or the guy was old and he died. Okay, but I had two of them. There was one for a front hoof and one for a back hoof. You can see how I made the hairline there, right? So let me get over here to see if I can do this right. Okay, so here's your hoof capsule. This is good. Now remember before I was saying if you had like I don't know, I guess I don't have nothing here that I can use. Let me see. Well, look, I could just use an envelope even. Okay, if you have this envelope in your hands, okay, here's a heel, and you pull one down, look what it does to the rest of the envelope. It's going to affect the whole envelope. See? All right, so here's your hook capsule. You're trimming one heel out, and what it's doing is now remember there's a foot inside here that moves. Okay, and so you're I'm right now I'm level. Foot is level, everything like that. But when I start trimming this heel out, it starts pulling this down, like so. See, can you see the toe quarter going up there? See how it's going up? Now look at this line right here. Here, let me mark it with the marker. Where's my markers? Just a second. I'm going to put some marks on it so we can see it better. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if this works better. Oh, well, I tried to. Just a second. You've got to be able to see the rim. So I'm going to mark it with the marker so you can see it twist. And you can see how what happens to the toe quarter. Let's see if this works now. Okay, see, you can see that better, right? Okay, so here's your balanced level hoof capsule. Got to remember there's a living, movable foot in there, right? So when let's say this is lateral and this is the medial, but it can happen on either side, but it's more common on the lateral because it's easier to rasp down that heel more. Well, the second that you rasp down that heel more than it should be, for the buttress to support the back of the foot, it pulls the whole foot down, like just even a little bit, like so. Okay. And so when it does that, then it's going to affect everything all the way forward. So look at the line going around here, and look at the line here in the center. That would represent your horn tubules being in alignment. So see how it starts to move it? Is it are you able to see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can
Thank
see
you.
it.
So
Okay.
the midline is going to the right,
Right,
medially.
right. Not only that, but it's raising this toe here and pushing it forward. You know how a lot of times you'll see the growth ring will really go up right here on feet like
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm. So it's
So-
not because it's jammed, it's because it's pushed.
Yeah, and it can be a combination of both as well, because we're not very good at trimming toe quarters in general. So a lot of times they're left high. And in some trims, they suggest you leave them high, that they're actually pillars, which don't believe that no more. Okay, so here the horse is standing level. The foot is level inside. And then you lower the heel buttress and force the foot down like this. The more it gets trimmed out and forward. Okay, well, what happens? This side's going to stay high at the same level. See? Remember, in our foot, we look at the hairline as high up here, but lower over here, right? Okay, so if I go ahead, and here's the thing. The heels, okay, this would go to Rachel, your geometry thing that you did. How you can have a heel that's a certain height, but because it's not the real heel, okay, it's still pulling that side down, right? So this side gets trimmed out a little more, and this side is actually just stand the same, maybe even. Doesn't, but what happens is then this side, the hairline, it winds up clear up here, and this one down here. So, but watch, okay? And look at that line in the center is going over this way. So your horse is getting pigeon-toed, okay? And of course it gets wider out here too, you know. So what about the foot? The foot is being pulled down. This is looking higher, but it's not higher. Not really. It's just been pulled down like that to look higher. See, like so. Well, what if, okay, so this heel's trimmed out and this is going on, and so this is down like that. Well, I decide the heels look the same length. Okay, I just decide I'm going to take this heel down more. See, that's going to help straighten it out to where then it's going to be better to grow this heel back in. Let's try it again. Let's see. Let me get it like this. That's going to like put torque going this way to help this heel come back and kind of straighten the whole thing up. Let's look at it this way, as if we were looking at it from below. Okay. Why does the one heel that's pulled down look higher? Okay, well, because of that. See how it looks higher? Okay, now look at these. They're even on this little thing here. Okay, what they, of course, heels shouldn't be that small, short, but still, let's say this represents the heels. Okay, if the whole capsule is twisted, even if the heels are the same length, look at, this one looks longer, right? Just because you tweak the capsule, because this is really your hoof capsule on the foot. I mean, this is the foot here. That's a foot. And so, but it's movable. All this back here, soft cartilage and fat. Now, of course, this is plaster. I can't do it, but it can be moved up and down like that. It can be pulled under. It can be jammed up. See? So that hoof capsule has the power to take this foot and pull one side down and under and jam one side up. See? You can't do it with this because it's it's hard. But when you lower one heel more than it should because it's attached to the foot, it's going to pull this side down like so. Because these have to be supported up like that to where they're supposed to be. And when you lower one, it forces that down. So anyway, is that kind of helping people see?
Yes, very useful. Very, very useful. It's
Okay.
excellent.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, so let's look at Marilyn's horse. Okay, where are we at here?